Graves by Katelyn Taylor, full audiobook, dark romance, thriller, obsessive love, and twin antiheroes. The whimper she makes some nights, the scrunching of her nose, and the trembling in her body tell a story deeper than words ever could. It's a pain only I could ever understand, and the first night I saw it, I knew we were going to be bound to each other for all of eternity, even if I had to drag her to hell with me. I allow my fingers to dance over her bare shoulder, skimming over her intricately done tattooed sleeve on her right arm. It's beautiful, just like her. My phone, resting on her dresser, flashes to life. Only one person has my number, and he knows not to call me when I'm away unless it's urgent. So begrudgingly, I release my darling and slip out of bed, grabbing my phone before stepping out into the hall, where I can still keep my eyes on her. Hello guys, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment the state this video left you in.
Chapter 1. Kieran. 3 months later. My fingers play with her soft hair as she sleeps soundly. My best friend is such a deep sleeper, which worries me. What if there's a loud noise, a storm, or someone sneaking around? I hold her closer, keeping her safe, and give her head a gentle pat. She doesn't need to be scared anymore, not with me nearby. 3 months ago I got really sick. Super sick, actually. My brother Liam got my messy text message and found me passed out on the sidewalk. He said he carried me to our doctor friend who took care of me for a whole week. I don't remember that week at all. The only thing I thought about was her. As soon as I felt better, I slipped away from Liam's watchful eyes and went to find my friend. It wasn't hard. She works at a snack shop just around the corner from that street, and I followed her to her house, which was a little farther away. It was super easy to sneak into the shop and check the work chart in the back. I learned when she'd be there, and I made sure to be around during all her work times. She's so busy daydreaming, it's kind of frustrating. Every day she walks to and from the shop with her music player on, singing to herself, not noticing all the people around who might not be nice. It's been 3 months and she hasn't looked at me once, not on her way to work, not when she eats lunch with her only friend, Isabella Torres, and not even when she washes her face before bed. I've really wanted to say hi to her lots of times, to let her know I'm here to keep her safe. I want her to know I'll always protect her. But I think I like it better this way for now. This way she doesn't get shy or try to stop me. I can visit her whenever I want without her saying anything. Her bright smile stays just as it is. I love how peaceful she looks when she's fast asleep, dreaming happy dreams. Sometimes, though, I think I'm too late, like the world has already been a little mean to my friend. The tiny sounds she makes at night, the way her nose scrunches, and the shivers she gets tell me she's had some tough times. It's a feeling I understand, and the first night I saw it, I knew we'd be friends forever no matter what. I let my fingers glide over her shoulder, touching the cool picture drawn on her arm. So pretty, just like her. My phone on her table lights up. Only Liam has my number, and he knows not to call when I'm visiting unless it's super important, so I carefully let go of my friend and slide out of bed, grabbing my phone before stepping into the hallway where I can still see her. "What's up?" I whisper. "Where are you?" Liam asks, sounding like he's outside. "Why's your phone tracker off?" "What do you need, Liam?" He sighs, annoyed. "We've got a problem. The guy who helps at our store was going to tell a secret to someone in a few hours. He said he had a tip to share." I knew it. From the day Liam picked that guy to help at our shop, I didn't trust him. I could almost see tattletale written on his face. I'm so mad, not because I have to go fix this sneaky guy's mess, but because it means I can't stay with my friend until morning. That makes me super upset. I head to her balcony door, stepping outside and locking it behind me. Usually, I give her a little wave goodbye, but I'm too grumpy. I don't want her to think I'm mad at her, so I'll make it up to her tomorrow and focus my grumpiness on the person who deserves it. A car door shuts, and I turn to see a man in a matching costume mask walking up to me, patting my shoulder with his gloved hand. "Did you turn off the street lights and they're watching cameras?" I ask. He nods, rolling his eyes behind the mask. "Yup. We've got 3 minutes before the helpers are called, for minutes before they get here." I walk into the unlocked house, heading down the hall and turning right to open the second door. When Liam chose this guy, I learned all about his house just in case something like this happened. I also found out he's not very strong, so this will be quick and easy, even though we're in a hurry. Liam steps in front, always wanting to be the leader as he shakes the guy, Ronald, awake. What's, "Oh no." Ronald yells, then stops. Liam tilts his head, his mask hiding his face, but Ronald looks super scared. "Who are you? What do you want?" "I think you know who we are," I say with a grin behind my mask. Ronald's eyes look at me, full of worry and knowing. I don't get it. What did I do to you guys? Did someone send you? Yes, Liam says. The Stone brothers. Ronald's face shows he understands and he tries to run. Liam grabs him fast and pushes him back onto the bed. Please, it wasn't a big deal. I needed money. A helper came by a few months ago, said if I shared secrets I'd get paid. My mom's sick. I was desperate. What? Liam and I look at each other. That's not good. Why are helpers asking about our store? To everyone else it's just a regular shop where we fix things. We've always been super careful there, so what's going on? What was the helper's name? Liam asks. Thompson, Jacob Johnny I think. Yeah, Johnny Thompson. I nod, remembering that name for later. Thanks. That helps, Liam says. Ronald breathes out, looking relieved, and I can't help but giggle at how silly he is. I step next to Liam, making him let go of Ronald. My gloved hand holds Ronald's arm as I pull out a small toy from my pocket, pretending it's something serious. Ronald squirms, but it's easy to keep him still. I tap the toy on his chest, letting my grin show in my voice. Time to rest. I pretend to use the toy and Ronald's eyes get big as he freezes, like he's playing a game. A little tap would be fine for most people, but for someone like Ronald, who's not strong, it's enough to make him stop moving. It'll look like he just fell asleep, and by the time anyone checks, everything will seem normal. Liam hands me the toy's cap, and I put it back on before slipping it into my pocket as we leave the house. Liam checks his watch as we reach his car, with a few seconds left before the helpers are called. Yay, what do I get? I ask. Your freedom, he says, not smiling as he gets into the driver's seat while I hop into the passenger side. We drive away fast, and a few streets later, Liam does something on his phone, probably turning the street lights back on. I wish I could do cool stuff like that with my phone. He drives through Miami streets easily, turning left toward my big building in town. I could have gotten a regular house, but this place has a cozy room upstairs, a spot for my bike inside, and a secret closet for my fun stuff. Liam parks outside the door, keeping the car locked as he takes off his mask. Looking at someone who looks just like me should feel weird, but I've known him for all my 31 years. We have the same black hair, the same tall body, the same pointy chin, and the same dimples when we smile. The only difference is my blue eyes and his brown ones. In twins like us, different eye colors are super rare, probably as rare as us growing up to be secret helpers or turning out kind of normal after our tough childhood, though my love for adventures and his need to be in charge probably made that impossible. Where were you? Liam asks. I don't act confused because he's too smart, but I'll never tell him about my friend. She's too special for him to know about. She's too special for me to know about, but it's too late now. He can tell I'm not sharing, which makes him curious. His eyebrows scrunch as he tilts his head. What's going on with you? Ever since that night you got sick, you've been acting weird. Worry about who this helper is and why he's asking about our shop, brother. His eyes squint at me. The shop's perfect. No way that guy was telling the truth. Helpers don't just show up and ask for secrets. He was probably making it up. I nod. Well, I trust you to figure it out then. Always do, he grumbles. I roll my eyes at his seriousness before unlocking the car door and pushing it open. Text me when we have another job. He nods and drives off before I get inside. I unlock the door and turn off the alarm before grabbing my bike. I walked to my friend's shop today and I could drive my car, but I haven't ridden my bike in a while, and it's getting chilly in Miami. Swinging my leg over the speedy bike, I zoom across town to her house. I still have a few hours before her alarm rings, and I'm going to enjoy every single second. Chapter 2. Sophie. There's so much red paint, like a big messy spill that won't go away. I scrub my hands under the water, but it's no use. They're stained like that forever. When I wake up, that same creepy feeling sneaks in. It's hard to explain, things just feel wrong. They have for months now. I'm starting to think my house is spooky or something. My eyes look around, but nothing's out of place to cause this weird feeling. I never feel it at night before bed, only in the morning when I wake up. Running my hands through my light blonde hair, I let out a little sigh before pushing the blankets off and walking to the bathroom like a sleepy robot. I start washing my face when my eyes in the mirror catch my attention. They always catch people's attention and not in a good way. Growing up, I heard mean names, weirdo, oddball. One old lady even called me a monster when she saw me. People can be so mean. I know it's not common, but having two different eye colors isn't that strange. My left eye is brown and my right eye is blue. That's the small thing that made my already tough childhood even harder. Special eyes. I'd love to thank my mom for them, but it's hard to talk to someone who's gone. I grew up hearing how lucky I was to be okay, that I seemed super weak at first. I felt sad for years. Now I try to hide it. Nothing makes people run away faster than someone who seems sad. Don't get me wrong, I'm 28 now. I'm not looking for a perfect family to take me in, but I wouldn't mind a few close friends who'd care if I got lost one night. I do have Izzy though. We met when we were 7 back in Detroit at a house where we both stayed for a while. Izzy was only there for 2 months before a nice family took her to Miami. I wasn't so lucky. About 6 months ago I left my not-so-nice boyfriend, but since the house was his, I had nowhere to go, and Detroit was full of bad memories. So, Izzy and her kind husband brought me here. I said no for weeks until she showed up, tapped on my car window and made me get on a plane with her. I know I should have my life more together at 28 and I'm trying really. It just feels like every time I try the world says, watch this, and pushes me back down. But this time will be different. It has to be. Izzy and Nathan wanted me to live with them when I got here, but I said no. Izzy always thinks she knows best and I love her for it, but they just had their baby, Amelia, last month. I didn't want to bother their little family. But I did take a job Izzy found for me at a snack shop called Tide and Anchor. I'm not sure if the owner was thinking of the beachy Miami vibe or about keeping customers happy with snacks. Either way, that's what happens here. At first, the customers weren't super friendly, but now that I've been here a bit, they're okay with me and it feels kind of nice. I don't know. It's just a small shop, but the owner, Greg, gives me extra work, and if I'm a little late, he just gives me a look before going back to his tasks. I won't work here forever, but for now, I'll save my money until I feel steady. Even with Miami's high house prices, I found a cute little one-bedroom place. It's simple and I didn't have much to put in it, but it's mine in my name, paid with my money. Feels good, like a step in the right direction. I wish I didn't have to get up so early after working late, but Greg let go of 2 daytime helpers who were taking things, and I really want to buy a new bike, so I'll take the extra work. After my morning routine, I put on a clean black shirt and jeans, grab my bag and head out. I was lucky to find a house with a parking spot near downtown, but since there's no parking at the shop, I walk. I pull out my music player from my bag, put it on, and start my favorite songs. Ella Fitzgerald's voice sings softly as I walk down the street. I'm not sure why I love old music. I think it's because of a family I stayed with when I was 6, the Thompsons. They were a kind older couple who never had kids. Mrs. Thompson would sing Ella Fitzgerald and Nat King Cole until her voice was tired, and Mr. Thompson would smile at her the whole time. Sadly, when I was 8, they got in a car crash on their way to pick me up from school, and they didn't make it. After that, I moved around a lot before my last house. Somehow, through all the tough times, a song from those days with the Thompsons makes everything feel a little brighter, a little softer, and I hold on to it with all my heart. When I get to the shop, I walk in through the back, waving to Greg, who's taking chairs off tables as I toss my bag and music player into the office. "Thanks for coming, Sophie," Greg says as he finishes the last table. I nod as I go to the clock to sign in. "No problem. I like the extra work." "You can have all the shifts since you're the only one I trust here," he says in his grumbly voice. I raise an eyebrow and shake my head. "What silly choices did you make to end up with me as your only friend?" "Yikes." He laughs, a big rough sound as he rubs his silver beard. "You got that right." I smile at him before starting to open the shop. The nice thing about working late last night and then coming in this morning is that I know everything's ready, and I can start my day. Only 14 hours to go. Chapter 3. Kieran. Something felt wrong. I knew it before I even got to her street. I couldn't feel her close to me anymore. The heavy feeling in my chest when she's not nearby was super strong, like a big rock sitting on me, making it hard to breathe until I see her, though it doesn't fully go away until I'm right next to her. When I got to her house to walk her to work like a good friend, I saw her bike there, which is normal. The old bike is super rickety, and there's no parking at her shop, so it makes sense she leaves it. I'll need to get her a new bike soon though, something cool. I think she'd like a red one. I climbed up the fire escape to her balcony and let myself into her house. The bathroom was messy, like when she sleeps in too long. She wasn't supposed to meet Isabella today. The last time they texted was 2 days ago about hanging out on Saturday. I only get her text messages sent to my phone, but maybe I need to figure out how to hear her phone calls too. Liam's better at tech stuff, and asking him for help with something this important is too risky. I'll figure it out myself. With the usual places she might be crossed off, I went straight to Tide and Anchor. I pulled up my hoodie, pretended to text, and walked past the shop. The window gave me just a quick peek of my friend behind the counter, but it was enough to let me breathe easy for the first time since I left her this morning. Nodding to myself, I crossed the street, settling in my spot in the alley across from the shop. It lets me see through the window without being noticed. She's not ready to know I'm her friend yet. I need more time with her first. My phone buzzes in my hand and I sigh before answering. What do you need now? Where are you? We were talking, you went to the bathroom and now you're gone. I shake my head as I pull out a lollipop, sticking it in my mouth. Oh, did I forget to say bye? Stop being silly, Kieran. What are you doing? Are you exploring without me? You know that's risky. You don't think things through. You just act. You have to be smarter or we'll get in trouble. I roll my eyes as I swirl the lollipop. I'm not exploring for a job. The phone goes quiet for a bit before he talks again. What are you doing then? I don't say anything as I watch my friend smile at a man who looks old enough to be her dad. She hands him a soda and he winks at her. My jaw gets tight and I feel super annoyed. These people shouldn't even be talking to my friend, let alone winking at her. I try to remember everything about him so I can find him later and tell him to leave her alone. Kieran? Liam asks. Watching over a friend, I snap before hanging up and turning off my phone. She needs to stop working at that place. I won't let it go on. She can finish her work today, but after this, she's done. I'm playing with my favorite toy car, rolling it back and forth, when the shop's back door opens and my friend steps out, music player on as usual, heading to her house. I tap into her phone with my own, and the sweet sound of Nat King Cole plays in my ears. I love how her steps match the music like the old songs make her dance. I'm far away on the other side of the street, but she wouldn't notice me even if I was closer, dancing her way home. The way she moves so happily makes me smile. I'm always happy when she's around, and the way her smile feels like a warm hug is like touching the sky. I can't sit next to her and not feel excited. I usually just hum a song to calm down, but one night I got a little carried away. I pretended to share my lollipop with her for just a second. I hoped she'd wake up and see how great we could be as friends, how perfect we are. Sadly, she didn't. Doesn't mean I didn't grin so big I almost forgot where I was. I'm so lost in thinking about her laugh, her kindness, that I don't see where he comes from. There's a man walking behind her, a sneaky grin on his face and messy clothes. The way he looks at her makes me super mad. He's too close to her and I'm too far away. I dart through some parked bikes, running to the other side of the street. My feet are quick but quiet, barely making a sound. It's a trick I've learned even though I'm tall and I'm really good at it. He's almost too close to her, and my heart's pounding as I catch up and grab his arm. My hand covers his mouth to keep him quiet, though I know my friend's music is too loud for her to hear. I pull out my toy car, pretending it's something serious, and tap it on his side. Even with my hand over his mouth, his shout is loud. He reaches for the car, but I push his hand away as I pull it back and nudge him to the ground. I stand over him, super upset at this rude guy. He was going to scare her, bother her. He'll never get the chance to even look at her again. I hold his shoulders, pressing hard until he stops moving, and his shouts fill the night air. My eyes check on my friend, who's crossing the street, totally unaware of the scene behind her as she heads to her house. Good. I wouldn't want her to see someone as mean as this guy. Stop. Hands up, a voice yells from behind me. Oh, come on. I have two choices right now. I could grab my toy car, turn, and pretend to chase the helper away in a second, but I hear another helper getting out of the car who might catch me before I can run. And honestly, my leg still hurts from when I fell last time. My other choice is to act scared until Liam can find a kind helper to let me go, probably for a little trouble. I don't like that one, but it's the only way to get back to my friends soon, so I'll make it work. I quickly act nervous, jumping away from the guy as I crawl across the ground and hold my hands up shakily. Please help, I stammer. He tried to grab me, tried to take my toy. The helper pointing at me stops for a second, his eyebrows scrunching as he tries to understand what I said. It looked like you were the one causing trouble, he says, still pointing. I look at his partner, who looks serious too. My mind races with a plan to get away when another helper car pulls up, and two more helpers get out. Oh no. Looks like my friend will have to sleep alone tonight. When they put cool metal bracelets on my wrists, my eyes look up to the second window on the left on the third floor. The light turns on at the same moment, and I feel a little better knowing she's safe at least for tonight. I'll see you soon, friend. Chapter 4. Liam. I roll up my shirt sleeves to my elbows as I sit in a hard chair and wait on the other side of a clear window for my silly twin. What was Kieran thinking? He didn't tell me much last night. I got a call from him saying he got in trouble at the corner of Collins and 7th at 1:15 a.m. I knew what he meant without him saying it, so I checked the street lights and made them look broken for a bit, then hid my tracks in case anyone looked closer. The big question is, what was he doing? For the last few months, Kieran's been acting strange. Don't get me wrong, he's always been a little wild. We grew up the same, but we handle things differently. I keep my feelings inside and only let out what's needed, but Kieran feels everything super big. He feels so much that he sometimes acts super silly, like he lives in a world of big adventures. It's a wonder he hasn't gone on a giant treasure hunt across the city. Our jobs, where we help fix problems, keep him calm enough, so I make sure we have lots of work and good plans.
That's why I can't figure out why a super smart helper like him would make such a goofy move and bother some random person who came out of nowhere. I watched the streetlights pictures, and it only took one look to understand. It was her. Something about that girl made him act wild. The man was clearly going to scare her, and I saw Kieran jump in, no, stop the guy before the girl even turned around. I've seen Kieran get excited before, doing things without thinking, but never like this. Never to the point where he got in trouble with helpers. Because of our jobs, we have to keep everything super clean so no one suspects us. Well, that silly story about a helper asking about our shop, who doesn't even exist, by the way, plus Kieran's goofiness, and I'm done with this tough week. The door in the back buzzes, and several helpers bring people to the talking boxes. The last person is the tallest, with black hair like mine, arms full of cool drawings that make us different, and a way too relaxed attitude for being in this place. Kieran's much taller than his helper, who looks a little nervous. If only he knew how silly Kieran really is. Kieran sits down across from me, grabbing the talking box while I do the same. I raise an eyebrow, not impressed, which just makes him roll his eyes and lean back in his chair. "What's up?" he says. "What's up?" I repeat. "How about what were you thinking?" He bothered me. "I was just protecting myself," he shrugs. I let out a fake laugh and shake my head. "Yeah, protecting yourself would have stopped before you chased the guy and made a big scene." He tried to grab my toy. What was I supposed to do? Kieran asks, looking serious, but I can see a tiny twinkle in his blue eyes that only I notice. Does he really think anyone will believe he was the one in trouble? I guess it's the only story he has, and he's trying hard to make it work. "So, when do I get out?" Kieran asks. "You don't." The twinkle in his eyes disappears, and a flash of his wild side shows. "What? You can't leave yet. The helpers say you're too unpredictable to go free. You might run away, so no leaving until your meeting." "Who said I'm unpredictable?" he almost growls. "It was that sneaky helper, right?" "Calm down," I say in a way that gets his attention. His eyes are full of energy, but he knows what I mean. Not here, not now. "I've called the best helper in the state to help you. He's working on getting you a meeting in 3 months. 3 months? He shouts, then closes his eyes and shakes his head. "I can't stay here that long. I need to get out now," he says, a serious look in his eyes that makes me tilt my head. "What's going on? Are you okay?" He shakes his head. "It's not about here. It's out there. I need to." He stops, biting his lip. "I can't be here that long." He stops again, his jaw tight. "If I'm going to be here, I need you to do something for me." I nod, letting him go on. He glances at the helper behind him, who's listening but pretending not to. "There's something I need you to watch over at Tide and Anchor. You'll know it when you see it." "Time's up," a helper shouts. People start lining up as their friends say goodbye and leave, until it's just Kieran and me on the talking boxes. "Promise me," Kieran says, a strange worry in his voice that makes me nod. He breathes out, but it doesn't seem like he's relaxed. His eyes look at me one more time as I stand, still holding the talking box. "Take care of my friend, brother, or I'll be super mad." With that, he walks away and lines up, giving me a serious look as he leaves. Now, I'm really curious. We've never kept secrets from each other before, ever. Whatever or whoever this friend is has turned Kieran into their own personal helper. Based on how he was following her before that guy bothered her, I bet she doesn't even know. Chapter 5. Sophie. I'm not sure what's wrong today, but I can't stop feeling like something's off. Maybe I'm getting a cold. I woke up this morning feeling super tired, even though I slept all night. My head feels fuzzy and my body feels slow, like I'm walking through thick mud. I tried to feel better with a shower and some juice, but it didn't help much. As I walk to Tide and Anchor, my music player playing Ella Fitzgerald, I can't shake the feeling that someone's looking at me. It's not the first time I felt this, but it's the strongest it's ever been. I look over my shoulder, expecting to see someone hiding, but the street is empty except for a few visitors taking pictures of the water. I shake my head, trying to push away the worry. Miami's a busy place. There's always someone around, even if I don't see them. When I get to the shop, Greg is already there, wiping the counter with an old cloth. He looks up as I walk in, giving me a nod. "You look tired, Sophie," he says, his voice grumbly but not mean. "Thanks for the nice words," I mumble, tossing my bag into the office and grabbing an apron. "Just feeling weird today." He makes a sound, which is as close to caring as Greg gets. "Well, don't spill anything. We're short on helpers as it is." I roll my eyes but manage a tiny smile. "I'll try my best." The shop is quiet for a weekday, which gives me too much time to think. I keep thinking about last night, trying to figure out why I feel so unsettled. I don't remember anything strange. I cleaned up, walked home, and went to bed. Same as always. But there's this annoying feeling in my tummy, like I'm forgetting something important. Around 3 p.m., the door opens and my tummy flips. I freeze, expecting the worst, but it's just a tall man with black hair and brown eyes. He looks around before his eyes land on me, and for a second, I feel like I can't breathe. There's something strong about his look, like he's seeing all my secrets. I've never met him before, but he feels kind of familiar, like someone from a dream. He sits at the counter, and I make myself act normal, grabbing a coaster and sliding it in front of him. "What do you want?" I ask, my voice calmer than I feel. "Juice plain," he says, his voice soft and smooth. He doesn't stop looking at me, and I have to look away to keep from wiggling. I pour his juice and set it down, trying to ignore how my skin feels tingly under his stare. "Are you new here?" I ask, just to fill the quiet. He takes a sip, his eyes still on me. "Kind of. Just visiting." I nod, not sure what to say. There's something about him that makes me nervous, but I can't figure out why. He's not like the usual customers, chatty visitors or locals wanting snacks. He's too calm. Like he's here for a reason, and I'm pretty sure it's not the juice. The rest of my shift feels slow, and the man stays at the counter, sipping his juice and watching me. Every time I look his way, his eyes are on me, and it's starting to make me jumpy. By the time I'm ready to clean up, I'm almost afraid of my own shadow. Greg leaves early, saying something about a delivery, so I'm alone when I lock the back door and put on my music player. The walk home feels longer than usual, and I keep looking behind me, half expecting to see the man from the shop following me. But the streets are quiet, and I get to my house okay. When I'm inside, I lock the door and lean against it, letting out a shaky breath. I'm being silly. He was just a guy getting a drink. There's no reason to be this scared. But as I crawl into bed, the nervous feeling doesn't go away. If anything, it gets worse. I lie awake for hours, staring at the ceiling, trying to shake the sense that someone or something is watching me.
Chapter 6. Kieran. I'm sitting in a boring room with plain walls, swinging my legs under the chair. Being stuck here is super annoying, and I miss my friend more than anything. 3 days ago, I got in trouble for stopping that mean guy who was following her, and now I have to wait forever for a meeting with a helper to let me go. My leg still hurts a bit from when I fell, and I'm grumpy about not being with her. I wonder if she's okay. Did she notice I'm not around? Is she safe without me watching over her? I told Liam to keep an eye on her at Tide and Anchor. He's my twin, so he's super smart, but he doesn't know how special she is. I hope he's doing his job right. Thinking about her smile makes me feel a little better but also worried. What if someone else tries to bother her? I tap my fingers on the table, trying to stay calm. I hum a song she likes, one of those old ones she plays, and it helps a tiny bit. A helper walks in holding a clipboard. "Kieran, you have a visitor," he says, looking at me like I'm a puzzle he can't solve. I sit up straight. "Who is it?" "Your brother," he says, and I relax. "Liam's here. Maybe he has news about my friend." When Liam walks in, he looks serious like always. He sits across from me, and the helper stands by the door watching us. Liam's brown eyes study me, and I can tell he's trying to figure out what's going on in my head. "How's my friend?" I ask right away. Liam raises an eyebrow. "She's fine. I went to the shop yesterday. She's working same as always." I nod, but I'm still worried. "Did you make sure no one's bothering her?" She's not good at noticing things. He sighs. I watched her all day. No one got close. She's safe, Kieran. But you need to tell me what's going on. Why are you so worried about this girl? I look away, playing with my sleeve. I can't tell him everything. She's my secret, my special friend. If I tell Liam, he might try to keep me away from her, and I can't let that happen. She's just important, I say. She needs someone to look out for her. Liam leans forward. You're acting weird. This isn't like you. What's so special about her? I shake my head. You wouldn't get it. Just promise you'll keep her safe. He looks at me for a long time, then nods. Okay, I'll watch her. But you need to stay calm here. Don't make things harder. I grin a little. Me? Make things hard? Never. He rolls his eyes, but I see a tiny smile. I'm working on getting you out. The helper I called is good. Just be patient. Patience not my thing, I say, leaning back. But I'll try. For her. The helper by the door says, time's up, and Liam stands. He gives me a serious look. Stay out of trouble, Kieran. I'll take care of your friend. As he leaves, I feel a little lighter. Liam's on the job, so she's probably okay. But I still want to be there myself, making sure no one bothers her. I close my eyes and picture her singing to her music, dancing down the street. It's the only thing keeping me from going wild in this boring place. I'll be back soon, friend. I promise. Chapter 7. Sophie. I'm sweeping the floor at Tide and Anchor, but my mind's somewhere else. For days I've had this weird feeling like someone's watching me. It's not just a quick glance. It's like someone's always there, hiding just out of sight. I keep looking out the shop's window expecting to see someone, but it's just regular people walking by. Maybe I'm imagining things, but it's starting to make me jumpy. Last night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about that man who came in a few days ago, the one with brown eyes who stared at me. He didn't do anything wrong, but something about him felt off. Like he knew something I didn't. I shake my head, trying to focus on sweeping. I'm being silly. He was just a customer. But why did he keep watching me? Greg's in the back, counting snacks for the day. I'm alone at the counter when the door opens and my tummy does a flip. It's him again, the man with brown eyes. He's wearing a dark shirt and his calm smile makes me nervous. He sits at the counter, same spot as last time. Juice plain, he says, his voice soft. I nod, pouring it quickly. My hands are shaky and I hope he doesn't notice. Back again? I ask, trying to sound normal. Yup, he says, taking a sip. His eyes don't leave me and it's like they're trying to figure me out. You like working here? It's okay, I say, wiping the counter to keep busy. Pays for my house. He nods, still watching. Nice to have your own place. You live nearby. The question feels too personal and my heart beats faster. Not far, I say, looking away. Why does he want to know that? I pretend to fix a stack of coasters, hoping he'll change the subject. He doesn't say anything for a bit, just sips his juice. The quiet makes me more nervous. I want to ask why he keeps coming here, but I'm scared of the answer. Instead, I say, you visiting Miami for long? Maybe, he says, leaning back. Depends on some things. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't make me feel better. The rest of my shift, he stays watching me while pretending to read a newspaper. When it's time to close, I'm relieved to lock the door behind him. Greg's already gone, so I grab my music player and head home, checking over my shoulder the whole way. At home, I lock the door and check it twice. I feel silly, but I can't help it. That man's face keeps popping into my head, and I wonder if he's the reason I feel watched. I crawl into bed, pulling the blanket tight. As I try to sleep, I hear a creak outside my window. My eyes snap open and I hold my breath, listening. It's probably just the wind, but my heart's racing. I lie there, staring at the ceiling, thinking about everything. The weird feelings, the man, the creaks, none of it makes sense. But I'm not going to let it scare me. Tomorrow I'll pay closer attention. If someone's watching me, I'll figure out who. I'm not a little kid anymore. I can solve this mystery just like in the adventure books I used to read. I close my eyes, determined to be brave. Chapter 8. Liam. I'm sitting in my car across from Tide and Anchor, watching the shop's bright windows. It's been a week since I promised Kieran I'd keep an eye on his mysterious friend, and I'm still trying to figure out why he's so worried about her. She's just a regular girl working at a snack shop, walking home with her music player. But Kieran's never cared about anyone like this before, and it's making me curious. Inside, Sophie's wiping tables, her blonde hair tied back. She looks tired, maybe a little jumpy, like she's expecting something to happen. I wonder if she feels me watching. I'm good at staying hidden. Kieran and I learned that trick growing up, but maybe she's smarter than I thought. I sip my water, keeping my eyes on her. Kieran said she's important, but he didn't say why. I need to know more. My phone buzzes and I check it. It's a message from our helper friend, saying Kieran's meeting might happen sooner if we're lucky. I text back telling him to keep working on it. Kieran's probably going crazy in that boring room and I don't want him causing trouble. I put my phone down and focus on the shop again. Sophie's talking to her boss, Greg, who's waving his hands like he's explaining something big. She nods, but her eyes keep darting to the window. I lean back thinking about Kieran's words, "Take care of my friend or I'll be super mad." He's never been this serious about anything. Growing up, we had to look out for each other and we still do. But this feels different. It's like Sophie's a puzzle piece he's trying to protect, and I'm missing half the picture. I need to talk to her, but I can't just walk up and say, "Hey, my twin's worried about you." That'd scare her off. The shop's door opens and Sophie steps out, pulling on her jacket. She puts her music player on and starts walking home. I wait a few seconds, then follow from a distance, keeping to the shadows. She's humming, her steps matching the music, totally unaware of me. It's kind of funny how she gets lost in her songs, but it also makes me worry. If someone wanted to bother her, she wouldn't notice until it was too late. I think about that night Kieran got in trouble. He stopped a guy who was following her, and I saw how fast he moved, like he'd do anything to keep her safe. I don't know what's so special about Sophie, but I trust Kieran's heart. He's wild, but he's never wrong about people. If he says she needs protecting, I'll do it even if I don't understand why. Sophie turns a corner and I stay back, watching her house come into view. She unlocks her door and goes inside, the light flicking on upstairs. I wait a minute, making sure no one's around, then head back to my car. My job's done for tonight, but I'm not done thinking. Tomorrow I'll go back to the shop, maybe talk to her a little more. I need to figure out what Kieran sees in her, and why he's willing to risk everything for a girl who doesn't even know he's there. As I drive away, I glance at her house one last time. Something tells me this mystery's bigger than I thought, and I'm not sure I'm ready for the answer. Chapter 9. Sophie. I'm at Izzy's house, sitting on her cozy couch, holding a mug of hot cocoa. Her baby, Amelia, is napping upstairs and Izzy's in the kitchen, humming as she makes cookies. I love coming here, it feels warm and safe, like nothing can go wrong. But even here, I can't shake the weird feeling that's been following me all week. It's like a shadow I can't see, always there. Izzy walks in, wiping her hands on a towel. "Okay, Sophie, what's up? You look like you saw a ghost." I sigh, setting my mug down. "I don't know. I've been feeling watched. Like someone's keeping an eye on me, but I never see them." She sits next to me, her brown eyes worried. "Watched? Like at the shop?" "Everywhere," I say. "At work, on my walk home, even at my house. And there's this guy who keeps coming to Tide and Anchor. He just sits there staring at me. It's creepy." Izzy frowns. "What's he look like?" "Tall, black hair, brown eyes. He's super calm, but it's like he's studying me. He asks weird questions like where I live." "That's not okay," Izzy says, crossing her arms. "Have you told Greg?" I shake my head. "Greg's too busy. And I don't have proof. He's just a customer, right?" I'm probably being silly. "You're not silly," she says firmly. "If you feel scared, you need to listen to that feeling. Want me to come to the shop with you tomorrow?" I can stare him down. I laugh a little. "You'd scare him off for sure. But no, I'll be okay. I just need to figure out what's going on." Izzy nods, but she still looks worried. "Promise you'll tell me if it gets worse. Nathan can check things out too. He's good at noticing stuff." "Thanks," I say, feeling a bit better. Izzy's always been like a big sister, even when we were kids. Knowing she's got my back makes the mystery feel less heavy. After cookies and more talking, I head home. The walk's short, but I keep my music player off, listening for anything strange. The streets are quiet, but I can't help looking over my shoulder. When I get to my house, I lock the door and check the windows just to be safe. I'm starting to feel like a detective in one of my old adventure books. In bed, I think about what Izzy said. Maybe I'm not imagining things. Maybe someone really is watching me. But why? I'm just Sophie, a girl with a snack shop job in a tiny house. I don't have anything special except maybe my weird eyes. I used to get teased for them, but no one's cared about that in years. I close my eyes trying to sleep, but my mind won't stop. I keep seeing that man's face, his calm smile, his staring eyes. And then there's the creak I heard last night, like someone was outside. I tell myself it's nothing, but deep down I'm not sure. Tomorrow I'll watch everyone at the shop. I'll look for clues like a real detective. If someone's out there, I'm going to find them. I'm not scared, at least I'm trying not to be. I pull my blanket tighter, promising myself I'll be brave, no matter what this mystery brings. Chapter 10. Kieran. I'm pacing in the boring room where the helpers are keeping me, my sneakers squeaking on the floor. It's been too long since I saw my friend and I'm getting super antsy. Liam says she's okay, but I need to see her myself. Her smile, her songs, the way she dances to her music, they're the only things that make me feel calm. Without her, I'm like a toy car with no batteries, just stuck. The helper who checks on me every day walks in looking at his clipboard. "Kieran, good news," he says. "Your meeting's set for next week. If it goes well, you might get to leave." "Next week?" I groan, flopping onto the chair. "That's forever. Can't it be sooner?" He shakes his head. "Best I can do. Be good and it'll help." I roll my eyes as he leaves. Being good is boring, but I'll try for my friend. I sit on the bed thinking about her. I wonder if she's noticed anything weird, like someone watching her. Liam's supposed to keep her safe, but he's not me. He doesn't know how to watch her the way I do, making sure every step she takes is okay. I pull out a crumpled picture I drew of her, based on the night I first saw her at the snack shop. Her blonde hair, her different colored eyes, they're so special. I smile, tracing the lines with my finger. She's why I'm here, stuck in this place. That mean guy was going to scare her, and I couldn't let that happen. I'd do it again, even if it means more waiting. My phone's gone, they took it when I got here, but I can still picture her texts, the ones I secretly check. She hasn't messaged her friend Izzy much lately, which worries me. What if she's lonely? I want to be there, sitting by her window, humming her songs to keep her company. I close my eyes, imagining her dancing down the street, not knowing I'm her secret helper. A knock on the door makes me jump. It's Liam, looking serious as usual. He sits across from me and the helper stands by the door, watching. "How's my friend?" I ask before he can say anything. "She's fine," Liam says, but his eyes squint a little. "She's jumpy though. Keeps looking around like she knows someone's there." My heart skips. Is she scared? Is someone bothering her? "No one's bothering her," he says. "I'm watching like you asked. But she's smart. She might be catching on." I frown. "She can't know yet. She's not ready to meet me." "You have to be sneakier, Liam." He sighs. "I'm trying. But you need to tell me why she's so important. I'm doing this blind and I don't like it." I shake my head. "You'll understand when you see her smile. Just keep her safe." Liam leans back, looking annoyed but nodding. "Your meeting's next week. I'm working on making it go smooth. Don't do anything silly." "Me? Silly?" I grin, but inside I'm worried. A week's too long. Anything could happen. As Liam leaves, I make a promise to myself. I'll get out of here no matter what. My friend needs me and I won't let her down. I hum her favorite song, holding my drawing tight, counting the days until I'm back by her side. Chapter 11. Sophie. I'm at Tide and Anchor, stacking cups behind the counter, but my eyes keep sneaking to the door. That weird feeling stronger today, like someone's hiding just out of sight. I'm trying to be brave like a detective in my old books, but it's hard when every creak makes me jump. The man with brown eyes hasn't come back since last week, but I still feel watched and it's driving me nuts. Greg's in the back, grumbling about a late delivery, so I'm alone when a customer walks in. It's not him, just a lady wanting a soda, but my heart's still racing. I hand her the drink and try to smile, but my hands are shaky. I need to figure out what's going on. I can't keep feeling like this. At lunch, I sit in the office, nibbling a sandwich and thinking. Izzy says I should listen to my feelings and she's right. Something's not normal. I think about the creaks at night, the man staring, and how tired I've been, like I'm not sleeping right. Maybe it's all connected. I grab a napkin and write down everything weird. Watched at shop. Creaks at home. Strange man. Super tired. It looks like a mystery list and I'm going to solve it. When my shift ends, I decide to try something new. Instead of walking my usual way home, I take a different street, one with more lights and people. I keep my music player off, listening for footsteps or anything odd. The air's cool and the city's noisy, but I don't hear anyone following. Still, I check behind me every few steps just in case. At home, I lock the door and check every window, feeling a bit silly but safer. I sit on my couch looking at my napkin list. I add, took new way home, no one followed. It's a clue, but it doesn't tell me much. I need more. Tomorrow, I'll ask Greg if he's seen anyone hanging around the shop. Maybe he's noticed something I missed. As I get ready for bed, I hear another creak outside. My heart jumps, but I tell myself it's just the house settling. I peek out the window, seeing only the dark street and a flickering streetlight. Nothing's there, but I leave my curtain open a crack just to be sure. I crawl into bed, pulling my blanket tight, and try to think like a detective. What if someone's really watching me? But why? I'm not important. I don't have treasures or secrets. The only thing special about me is my eyes, but that's just a kid thing, not a reason for this. I think about the man again, his calm smile, his questions. Maybe he's part of it. Or maybe I'm making it all up and I'm just tired. I close my eyes, determined to be brave. Tomorrow I'll look for more clues. I'll watch the customers, talk to Greg, maybe even tell Izzy everything. I'm not going to let this mystery scare me. I'm Sophie and I can handle it. As I drift off, I imagine myself in an adventure book, solving the case with a big smile. Whatever's out there, I'll find it and I'll make sure I'm safe no matter what. Chapter 12. Liam. I'm parked near Tide and Anchor again, watching Sophie through the shop's window. She's sweeping the floor, but she keeps glancing outside, like she's looking for someone. Kieran's still stuck with the helpers and I'm doing my best to keep my promise to him, but this job's getting trickier. Sophie's starting to notice things and I'm not sure how much longer I can stay hidden. My phone buzzes with a text from our helper friend. Kieran's meeting is in 5 days and if it goes well, he'll be out soon. I text back, telling him to make sure everything's ready. Kieran's probably climbing the walls by now and I don't want him doing something silly. I put my phone away and focus on Sophie. She's talking to a customer, smiling, but her eyes are nervous. She's definitely suspicious. I think about what Kieran said, take care of my friend. I still don't know why she's so special to him. She seems nice but ordinary, no big secrets, no treasures. Just a girl with a snack shop job and a music player. But Kieran's heart is big and when he cares about someone he cares hard. I trust him even if I don't get it. That's why I'm here watching her every move. Yesterday, I followed her home again, staying far back so she wouldn't see me. She took a different street, which made it harder to keep up without being noticed. She's getting careful, checking behind her, keeping her music off. It's like she's playing detective, and I'm the mystery she's trying to solve. I have to be extra sneaky now or she'll spot me. The shop's door opens and Sophie steps out for a break, stretching her arms. I sink lower in my seat, pulling my cap down. She looks around, her different colored eyes scanning the street. For a second I think she sees me, but she shakes her head and goes back inside. I let out a breath. That was close. Kieran would be mad if I scared her. I start the car and drive to a different spot, one with a better view of the shop's back door. I need to see her leave tonight, make sure she gets home okay. As I wait, I think about Kieran and me growing up together. We had to be tough, but we always had each other's backs. Now he's counting on me to protect Sophie and I won't let him down. But I'm starting to wonder if she needs protecting at all. Maybe she's stronger than we think. The sun's setting and the shop's lights glow brighter. Sophie's still inside cleaning up. I check my watch, her shift's almost over. I'll follow her home, then check in with our helper friend about Kieran's meeting. 5 days feels like forever, but it's all we've got. I lean back, keeping my eyes on the shop. Sophie's a puzzle and I'm not sure I have all the pieces. But for Kieran, I'll keep watching, keep waiting until he's back and can tell me why this girl's worth all this trouble. As I sit there, I feel a strange tug, like maybe Sophie's more than she seems. I shake it off. She's just a girl and I'm just doing my job. But deep down, I know this mystery's only getting bigger and I'm not sure what's coming next. Chapter 13. Sophie. I'm walking to work, my sneakers scuffing the sidewalk, but my mind's on my mystery. I've been keeping my detective list, writing down every weird thing. The creaks at night, the feeling of being watched, the man with brown eyes who hasn't come back. I'm trying to be brave, but it's hard when I feel like a shadow's following me everywhere. Today I'm going to find a clue no matter what. At Tide and Anchor, Greg's already there, stacking boxes in the back. I wave and head to the counter, tying on my apron. Greg, have you seen anyone hanging around the shop lately? I ask, trying to sound casual. He looks up, scratching his beard. Hanging around? Like who? I don't know. Someone who's here a lot, maybe watching the place. He shrugs. Just regular customers. You okay, Sophie? You seem jumpy. I'm fine, I say, forcing a smile. Just curious. Greg grumbles and goes back to his boxes, but I'm not giving up. I watch every customer who comes in looking for anything odd. A lady with a big hat, a kid with a soda, an old man reading a book. Nobody seems suspicious. But the feeling's still there, like eyes on me. I check the windows, but all I see is the busy street. During my break, I sit in the office looking at my napkin list. I asked Greg. Nothing weird. It's not much, but it's something. I think about telling Izzy everything, but I don't want to worry her. She's got Amelia to take care of and I can handle this. I just need one good clue to crack the case. The rest of my shift's busy, and I'm so focused on watching people that I almost forget to feel scared. When it's time to close, I lock up and take my new route home, keeping my music player off. I listen for footsteps, but the street's quiet, just the hum of cars and a distant dog barking. I check behind me, seeing only shadows from the streetlights. Maybe I'm imagining it all. At home, I lock the door and check every window like always. I sit on my bed holding my list. I'm starting to think I'm wrong about the man with brown eyes. He hasn't come back, and maybe he was just a weird customer. But the creaks, the tired feeling, the eyes I can't see, those are real. I add, no man today. Still feel watched. My list's getting long, but I'm not closer to answers. As I get ready for bed, I hear another creak outside. I freeze, my heart pounding. I tiptoe to the window, peeking through the curtain. The street's empty, but the streetlight's flickering again. I tell myself it's nothing, but I leave the curtain open a tiny bit just in case. I crawl into bed, pulling my blanket tight, and think like a detective. I'm not giving up. Tomorrow I'll watch even closer. Maybe I'll walk a different way home again or ask Izzy to come to the shop. I'm Sophie, and I'm stronger than this mystery. I close my eyes, imagining myself solving the case, finding the shadow and chasing it away. Whatever's out there, I'll figure it out. I'm not scared, at least I'm trying not to be. I drift off, dreaming of clues and courage, ready for whatever comes next. Chapter 14. Kieran. I'm lying on the lumpy bed in this boring helper room, staring at the ceiling. My meeting's in 3 days, and I'm counting every second until I can see my friend again. I miss her so much, her songs, her smile, the way she makes everything brighter. Being stuck here feels like being a bird in a cage, and I'm ready to fly back to her. Liam says she's okay, but I need to be there, making sure no one bothers her. I sit up, playing with a rubber band I found, stretching it between my fingers. Liam visited yesterday, and he said Sophie's acting jumpy, like she knows someone's watching. That worries me. She's not supposed to notice anything yet. I want to be her secret helper a little longer, keeping her safe without her knowing. If she's catching on, I might have to change my plan. I think about the night I got in trouble, stopping that mean guy who followed her. I'd do it again, even if it means more time here. She's worth it. I pull out my drawing of her, the one I made from memory. Her different colored eyes sparkle on the paper, and I smile, remembering how she hums her old songs. I hum one now, quietly, so the helpers don't hear. It makes me feel closer to her. A helper knocks and opens the door. "Kieran, you've got a visitor," he says, looking at his clipboard. I stuff the drawing under my pillow and stand. "Liam again?" "Yup," he says, and I follow him to the visiting room. Liam's already there, sitting with his usual serious face. The helper stays by the door, watching as I sit across from him. "How's my friend?" I ask, leaning forward. "She's fine," Liam says, but his voice is tight. "She's getting really careful. Took a new way home again, keeps looking around. She's like a detective now." I frown. "You're not being sneaky enough. She can't see you, Liam." "I'm trying," he snaps, then sighs. "She's smart, Kieran. Smarter than you think. You need to tell me why you're so worried about her. I can't keep doing this without knowing." I shake my head, crossing my arms. "She's special. That's all you need to know. Just keep her safe until I'm out." Liam's eyes narrow. 3 days. You better have a good story for the helpers or you're stuck here longer." "I'll be good," I grin, but inside I'm nervous. 3 days is too long. What if something happens? I lean closer. "Promise you'll watch her every second. No mistakes." He nods, but he looks tired. "I'm doing my best. But you owe me an explanation when you're out." "Deal?" I say, though I'm not sure I'll tell him everything. She's my secret, and I want to keep her that way. The helper calls, "Time's up," and Liam stands. He gives me a look that says he's not happy, but he'll do what I asked. As he leaves, I feel a little better, but not much. I need to get out of here, back to her. I lie back on the bed, humming her song again, holding my drawing tight. 3 days. I can make it. For her, I'll do anything, even wait in this boring place. Chapter 15. Sophie. I'm at the shop, wiping the counter, but my eyes are on the door. My detective list is growing, and I'm more determined than ever to solve this mystery. The weird feeling of being watched hasn't gone away, and I'm starting to think it's not just my imagination. Someone's out there, and I'm going to find them like a hero in an adventure book. Yesterday, I asked Greg again if he's seen anyone strange, but he just grumbled about deliveries. I watched every customer, but nobody stood out. The man with brown eyes still hasn't come back, which is a relief, but it doesn't explain the creaks at night or why I feel so tired all the time. I add to my napkin list, "No man again. Creaks louder last night." It's a clue, but I need more. Izzy called this morning asking if I'm okay. I told her I'm fine, but I could hear the worry in her voice. I don't want to scare her, so I didn't mention my list. But maybe I should. She's good at solving problems and I could use her help. I decide I'll tell her tomorrow when I visit her and Amelia. For now, I'm on my own and that's okay. I'm braver than I used to be. A customer walks in and I smile, handing them a juice. I'm getting better at acting normal, even when my heart's racing. Between orders, I sneak looks out the window, checking for anything odd. The street's busy, people walking, bikes zipping by, but no one's staring. Still, the feeling's there like a tickle I can't scratch. When my shift ends, I lock up and take my new route home, staying alert. I keep my music player off, listening for anything strange. The air's warm and the streetlights buzz softly. I check behind me, seeing only a cat dart across the road. I laugh at myself for being so jumpy, but I don't stop looking. At home, I lock the door and check every window like it's part of my detective routine. I sit on my couch, reading my list. I'm missing something, but what? I think about the man, the creaks, my tired feeling. Maybe it's not one person. Maybe it's a team like in a mystery show. The idea makes me shiver, but it also makes me curious. As I get ready for bed, I hear another creak outside. I freeze, holding my breath. I tiptoe to the window, peeking out. The street's dark, the streetlight flickering like always. Nothing's there, but I leave the curtain open a bit just in case. I crawl into bed, clutching my list, and tell myself I'm not scared. I'm Sophie and I'm going to crack this case. Tomorrow I'll talk to Izzy, watch the shop closer, maybe even walk a new way home again. I close my eyes, imagining myself finding the answer, chasing the shadow away. I'm stronger than this mystery and I won't let it win. As I drift off, I dream of clues and courage, ready to face whatever's hiding out there. I'm not just a girl with a snack shop job, I'm a detective and I'm going to prove it.
Chapter 16. Liam. I'm sitting in my car, parked a block from Tide and Anchor, watching the shop's glowing windows. Sophie's inside, serving customers, but she's different now. Always checking the door, the street, like she's waiting for something. Kieran's meeting is tomorrow, and if all goes well, he'll be out soon. But I'm starting to think this job, watching Sophie, is more complicated than I thought. She's not just some girl. She's sharp, and I'm running out of ways to stay hidden. My phone buzzes with a text from our helper friend, confirming Kieran's meeting time. I reply, telling him to double-check everything. Kieran's been good, but he's antsy, and I don't want any surprises. I put my phone down and focus on Sophie. She's wiping the counter, her eyes darting outside. I wonder if she feels me here, even from this far. I've been careful, but she's turning into a detective, and I'm her mystery. I think about Kieran, stuck in that boring room, humming Sophie's songs to stay calm. He's never told me why she's so special, but I see it now. There's something about her, maybe her bravery, maybe her stubbornness, that makes you want to keep her safe. I get why Kieran's so protective, but I still don't know the whole story. He's hiding something and it's driving me nuts. Yesterday, I followed Sophie home again, sticking to the shadows. She took another new route, checking behind her every few steps. I had to duck behind a tree once to avoid her eyes. She's making this hard, and part of me respects her for it. She's not scared. She's curious, like she's solving a puzzle. But that makes my job trickier. If she spots me, Kieran's plan, whatever it is, falls apart. The shop's closing soon, and I need to see Sophie get home safe. I start the car, moving to a spot closer to the back door. As I wait, I think about Kieran and me, how we've always worked together. He's the wild one, I'm the planner, but this time, he's got me stumped. Why Sophie? What's so important that he'd risk everything for her? I need answers, and I'm hoping he'll give them when he's out. Sophie steps out, locking the door, and starts walking. I follow from a distance, keeping my lights off until I'm far enough back. She's got her music player off again, her head turning side to side. I stay low, matching her pace. When she reaches her house, she checks the street before going inside, and her light flicks on upstairs. I park nearby, watching for a bit. No one's around. She's safe for tonight. I drive back to my place, thinking about tomorrow. Kieran's meeting could change everything. If he gets out, he'll take over watching Sophie, and maybe I'll finally understand what's going on. But if it goes wrong, he's stuck longer, and I'm on my own with this mystery. I glance at the shop street as I pass, feeling a strange pull. Sophie's more than a job now. She's a question I need to answer. For Kieran, for me, I'll keep watching, but I'm starting to wonder if she's the one who'll figure us out first. Chapter 17. Sophie. I'm at Izzy's house, playing with Amelia on a soft blanket while Izzy makes lunch. The smell of grilled cheese fills the air, but my mind's on my detective list. I've been watching everything, customers, streets, even shadows, but I'm still stuck. The feeling of being watched is stronger than ever, and I'm tired of feeling jumpy. Today, I'm telling Izzy everything. I need her help to solve this mystery. Izzy sets a plate of sandwiches on the table and sits next to me. Okay, Sophie, spill. You've been quiet all morning, and Amelia's getting more smiles than me. I laugh as Amelia grabs my finger, but I take a deep breath. I think someone's following me. I feel watched all the time at the shop, on my way home, even at my house. I hear creaks at night, and I'm so tired, like I'm not sleeping right. Izzy's eyes widen. Following you? For how long? Weeks, I say, pulling out my napkin list. I show her my notes. Creaks, the man with brown eyes, new routes home. I've been trying to figure it out, like a detective, but I'm stuck. She reads the list, frowning. This is serious, Sophie. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I didn't want to worry you, I say. You've got Amelia and Nathan. But I can't ignore it anymore. Izzy nods, handing Amelia a toy. Okay, let's think. The man with brown eyes. Has he come back? Not since last week, I say. But I still feel watched. Maybe it's someone else, or a team. I don't know why, though. I'm just me. You're not just you, Izzy says. You're awesome, and maybe someone noticed. But this isn't okay. We need a plan. I smile, feeling lighter. Like what? First, I'm coming to the shop tomorrow, she says. I'll watch for anything weird. Second, Nathan can check your house for creaks. Maybe it's just old pipes. And third, you're staying here tonight. No arguments. I want to say no, but her face says she won't budge. Okay, I say. Thanks, Izzy. We spend the day playing with Amelia and making plans. Izzy's like a superhero, and knowing she's with me makes the mystery less scary. When Nathan gets home, we tell him everything, and he promises to check my house tomorrow. I feel like I've got a team now, like in my adventure books. That night, I sleep on Izzy's couch, wrapped in a cozy blanket. For the first time in weeks, I don't hear creaks or feel watched. I dream of solving the mystery, finding the shadow with Izzy by my side. When I wake up, I'm ready. I'm going to the shop with Izzy, watching closer than ever. If someone's out there, we'll catch them. As I sip juice with Izzy in the morning, I add to my list. Told Izzy. Staying at her house. It's a big clue, my first night without that weird feeling. Maybe I'm getting closer. I'm Sophie, and I'm not alone anymore. With Izzy and Nathan, I'm stronger than this mystery. I'm going to find the truth, no matter what it takes. I tuck my list away, feeling brave, ready to face the day and whatever's hiding in the shadows. Chapter 18. Karen. I'm sitting in the helper's meeting room, my hands fidgeting with a paper clip. Today's the big day, my meeting to see if I can leave. I've been stuck here forever, away from my friend, and I'm ready to burst. I need to see her, make sure she's safe, hear her hum those old songs. Liam says she's okay, but it's not the same. I'm her secret helper, and I can't do my job from this boring place. The door opens, and a helper in a fancy suit walks in, holding a folder. Karen, I'm Mr. Carter, he says, sitting across from me. Let's talk about what happened. I nod, trying to look serious, but my heart's racing. Liam's friend coached me on what to say. Act sorry, promise to be good. I take a deep breath. I didn't mean to cause trouble, I say. That guy scared me, and I just wanted to stop him. Mr. Carter writes something down. You stopped him pretty fast. Why were you out so late? I shrug, keeping my story simple. Couldn't sleep. Went for a walk. Bad timing, I guess. He raises an eyebrow, but I keep my face calm, like Liam taught me. Inside, I'm thinking about her, her smile, her different colored eyes. I do anything to keep her safe, even sit through 100 meetings. Mr. Carter asks more questions, and I answer carefully, sticking to the plan. I say I'm sorry, that I'll stay out of trouble, that I just want to go home.
After a while he closes his folder. Okay, Kieran. I'll talk to the other helpers. You might get to leave today, but you'll need to check in with us sometimes. I grin, my heart jumping. Thanks, Mr. Carter. I'll be super good. He nods and leaves, and I'm alone again, bouncing in my chair. If I get out, I'm going straight to Tide and Anchor. I'll hide in my alley spot, watch her work, make sure no one's bothering her. I hum her favorite song, picturing her dancing down the street. 3 days ago, Liam said she's acting like a detective, which makes me proud but nervous. She's so smart, but I'm not ready for her to know I'm her friend yet. The door opens again and Liam walks in, looking less grumpy than usual. How'd it go? He asks, sitting down. Good, I think, I say. They might let me out today. You ready to drive me? He rolls his eyes but nods. Yeah, but you're telling me everything when we're out. No more secrets about this girl. I laugh, but I don't promise anything. She's my special secret and I'm keeping her that way for now. The helper comes back saying I can go and I jump up, ready to run. Liam grabs my arm, giving me a look that says to calm down. I follow him to his car, my heart soaring. I'm free and I'm coming for you, friend. As we drive, I look out the window, imagining her at the shop. I'll be there soon, watching from the shadows, keeping her safe. Nothing's going to stop me now. I hum her song louder, feeling like the luckiest secret helper in the world. Chapter 19. Sophie. I'm at Tide and Anchor with Izzy, who's sitting at the counter, sipping juice and watching everyone like a hawk. She came to help me solve my mystery, and having her here makes me feel braver. My detective list is in my pocket, and I'm ready to find a clue today. The feeling of being watched is still there, but with Izzy it's less scary. We're a team like detectives in a book. I hand a customer a soda, sneaking a glance at Izzy. She's eyeing a man in a hat, but he just grabs his drink and leaves. Anything? I whisper when I pass her. Not yet, she says, her eyes sharp. But I'm watching. I nod, wiping the counter. I told Izzy everything last night. Every creak, every weird moment. She thinks someone's definitely watching me, but we don't know why. Nathan checked my house yesterday and found nothing. No loose pipes, no broken windows. That makes the creak scarier, but I'm trying to focus on clues, not fear. A new customer walks in and my heart skips. He's tall, with black hair and blue eyes, not brown. He's not the man from before, but something about him feels familiar, like a face from a dream. He sits at the counter, smiling softly. Juice, please, he says, his voice kind. I pour it, my hand steady. New here? I ask, trying to sound normal. Just passing through, he says, his eyes on me. They're bright, like they see more than they should. I look away, feeling tingly. Izzy's watching him, her eyebrows up, but she doesn't say anything. The rest of my shift, the man stays, sipping slowly. He's quiet, but I feel his eyes on me, not creepy like the other guy, but curious. When he leaves, Izzy leans over. That guy was weird. Did you know him? No, I say, but I'm not sure. He felt familiar, but I don't know why. We close the shop, and Izzy walks me home, checking the street like a guard. At my house, we check every window and lock the door tight. Izzy wants to stay, but I tell her I'm okay. Call me if you hear anything, she says, hugging me. Alone, I sit on my bed, adding to my list. New man, blue eyes, familiar. It's a big clue, but it's confusing. Who is he? Why do I feel like I've seen him before? I hear a creak outside and freeze, my heart racing. I peek out the window, nothing but the flickering streetlight. I leave the curtain open a crack and crawl into bed, clutching my list. I'm not scared, I tell myself. I'm Sophie and I've got Izzy. Tomorrow we'll watch for the blue-eyed man, maybe ask Greg more questions. I'm getting closer to the truth, I can feel it. I close my eyes, dreaming of solving the mystery, chasing the shadows with my team. I'm stronger than this puzzle, and I won't stop until I know why someone's watching me. As I drift off, I imagine the blue-eyed man's smile, wondering if he's a clue or something more. Whatever it is, I'm ready to find out. Chapter 20. Liam. I'm parked in my usual spot near Tide and Anchor, but something feels off tonight. Kieran's out of the helper's place and I thought he'd be back to watching Sophie, but he's not here. I texted him an hour ago asking where he is and he just said, busy. Keep an eye on her. Busy? That's not like him. Sophie's his whole world and now I'm wondering what he's up to. Through the shop's window, Sophie's cleaning up, moving fast like she's nervous. Izzy's with her, sitting at the counter watching everyone. I saw them talking earlier, and Izzy's been glaring at customers like she's a guard dog. Sophie's definitely told her about the mystery, and now I've got 2 detectives to dodge. I sink lower in my seat, pulling my cap down. This job's getting harder every day. I think about Kieran's blue eyes lighting up when he talks about Sophie. He's been different since he got out, quieter, sneakier. I know he went to the shop today because Sophie looked confused when a new guy with blue eyes showed up. That was him, I'm sure, but he didn't tell me. Why is he keeping secrets? We've always shared everything and it's making me grumpy. Sophie locks the shop's back door and Izzy walks with her, checking the street. I start my car, following from a distance. They're taking Sophie's new route, the one with more lights. I keep my headlights off, staying far back. Sophie's looking around and Izzy's practically spinning to check every shadow. I have to be extra careful or they'll spot me. At Sophie's house they go inside and the upstairs light flicks on. I park a block away watching. Izzy's probably staying over, which makes my job easier. No need to worry about creaks tonight. But I'm still uneasy. Kieran's out there doing who knows what and Sophie's getting closer to figuring things out. I need to talk to him, get the truth about why Sophie's so special. I drive to my place thinking about our childhood. Kieran and I had to be tough, but we always had each other. Now he's acting like Sophie's his new partner and I'm just the backup. I don't like it, but I promise to keep her safe and I will. Tomorrow I'll find Kieran and make him explain. No more secrets. As I pull into my driveway my phone buzzes. It's Kieran, she's okay, right? I roll my eyes and text back, yes. Where are you? No reply. Typical. I head inside, still thinking about Sophie's different colored eyes, her stubborn detective act. She's not just a job anymore. She's a puzzle I want to solve for Kieran and for me. I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling. Kieran's free but he's not acting like it. Sophie's safe but she's too smart for her own good. And I'm stuck in the middle trying to keep everything together. Tomorrow's a new day and I'm going to get answers. I close my eyes, picturing Sophie and Izzy, two detectives on a mission. They're close to the truth and I'm not sure if that's good or bad. All I know is this mystery's bigger than I thought, and I'm not letting it slip away. Chapter 21. Sophie. I'm at the shop, pouring juice for a customer, but my eyes keep darting to the door. Izzy's here again, sitting at the counter with her notebook, pretending to draw but really watching everyone. We're a detective team now and after last night's sleepover, I'm feeling braver. My list says the blue-eyed man felt familiar, and I'm determined to find out why. This mystery's not beating me. Izzy nudges me when the shop's quiet. See anything weird? She whispers, her pen tapping. Not yet, I say, wiping the counter. But that blue-eyed guy yesterday, he's new. I swear I know him from somewhere. She nods, writing in her notebook. Describe him again. Every detail. Tall black hair, blue eyes, kind smile, I say. He didn't stare like the brown-eyed guy, but he watched me like he was curious. Izzy frowns. 2 guys now? This is getting big. We need to catch one of them. I agree, but it's scary. What if they're a team watching me for some reason? I add to my list, Izzy's helping. Blue-eyed man still a clue. Greg's in the back yelling about a missing box, so I focus on customers. A lady with sunglasses, a kid with a backpack. Nobody seems suspicious. But the watched feeling's still there, like a tickle in my tummy. At lunch, Izzy and I sit in the office eating chips and planning. What if we set a trap, she says. Like walk home slow and see who follows. I shiver but nod. Okay, but we stay together. And we tell Nathan so he knows. Deal? She says, grinning. We're like super spies. I laugh, feeling stronger with her here. After lunch we watch closer. The blue-eyed man doesn't come back, but I keep thinking about him. His smile wasn't creepy, but it stuck with me like a song I can't forget. When my shift ends, Izzy and I lock up and start our plan. We walk my new route, going slow, giggling to look normal but checking every shadow. The street's busy and I don't see anyone following, but I feel eyes on me. Izzy grabs my arm, whispering, "Look, that guy." I turn and see a man in a cap far back walking the same way. My heart races. Is it the brown-eyed guy? We speed up and he turns a corner, gone. Was that him? Izzy asks. Maybe, I say, shaky. Let's get home. At my house we lock the door and check everything. Izzy calls Nathan, telling him about the man. He says he'll drive by later to check the street. I add to my list, saw man in cap. Followed us. Izzy stays over again and we talk late, planning more traps. I'm scared but excited, we're getting closer. In bed, I hear a creak but tell myself it's nothing. Izzy's here and Nathan's watching. I'm Sophie and I'm not alone. Tomorrow we'll try another trap, maybe ask Greg about the blue-eyed man. I close my eyes, dreaming of catching the shadow, solving the mystery with my team. I'm braver than I thought, and this puzzle's days are numbered. I drift off, ready for the next clue, knowing I'm stronger than any secret out there. Chapter 22. Kieran. I'm back in my favorite alley across from Tide and Anchor, hiding in the shadows, watching my friend through the shop's window. Being free feels amazing, and seeing her again makes my heart sing. She's pouring juice, smiling at customers, but I can tell she's nervous, checking the door every few seconds. Izzy's there too, sitting like a detective, and I know they're trying to catch me. But I'm too sneaky for that. I got out yesterday and I went straight to her house last night just to make sure she was okay. I didn't go inside, too risky with Izzy there, but I saw her light on, heard her laugh through the window. It was enough to calm me down. Now I'm here, keeping my promise to protect her. Liam's mad I didn't tell him my plans, but he doesn't understand. She's my special friend and I need to do this my way. Sophie's different now, more like a detective. Liam said she's been taking new routes home, watching everyone. I'm proud of her, but it makes my job harder. I can't let her see me yet. I want to be her secret helper a little longer, making sure no one bothers her. I hum her favorite song, the one she plays on her music player, and it keeps me focused. A man walks into the shop and I tense up. He's not the brown-eyed guy Liam told me about, just a regular customer, but I watch him closely. Sophie hands him a soda and he leaves without trouble. I relax, but only a little. I can't stop thinking about that night I got in trouble, stopping the guy who followed her. I'd do it again, but I have to be smarter now. My phone buzzes, Liam asking where I am. I text back, busy? She's safe. He's going to be grumpy, but I don't care. This is about her, not him. I slip deeper into the alley, pulling my hoodie up. Sophie's locking up now and Izzy's with her, scanning the street. They're walking her new route and I follow, quiet as a mouse. I know every corner of this city and I'm good at staying hidden. They reach her house and I watch from across the street as they go inside. The light flicks on and I hear Izzy's voice, loud and bossy. I smile. Sophie's got a good friend. I wait until I'm sure they're settled, then head to my place. I need to plan my next move. Sophie's getting closer to the truth, and I'm not sure what happens when she finds it. At home, I pull out my drawing of her, tracing her eyes, blue and brown, so special. I hum her song, thinking about tomorrow. I'll be at the shop again, watching, keeping her safe. Liam can ask all he wants, but I'm not telling him everything. She's my secret and I'm her helper. As I lie in bed, I imagine her dancing to her music, safe because of me. I close my eyes, feeling happy for the first time in weeks. I'm back, friend, and I'm not going anywhere. This mystery's hers to solve, but I'll make sure she's okay no matter what. Chapter 23. Sophie. I'm at the shop, stacking cups, but my heart's racing. Izzy's here, sipping juice and watching everyone like a spy. We tried our trap last night, walking slow to catch the man in the cap, but he disappeared. It was a clue, but not enough. My detective list is full of notes, and I'm more determined than ever to solve this mystery. With Izzy, I feel like we can do anything. I hand a customer a drink, whispering to Izzy, "See anyone weird today?" She shakes her head, her eyes on a lady by the window. "Not yet, but I'm ready." "You?" "Same," I say, wiping the counter. The blue-eyed man hasn't come back, but I keep thinking about him. His smile felt familiar, like a friend I forgot. I add to my list, no blue-eyed man today. Cap guy gone. Greg's in the back, grumbling about snacks, so I focus on watching. Every customer's a suspect, but nobody's acting strange. Izzy leans over. "What if we try another trap? Maybe leave something out, like bait, and see who grabs it." "Like what?" I ask, curious. "Your music player," she says. "Leave it on the counter, walk away and watch who looks." I hesitate. My music player's special, full of my favorite songs, but it's a good idea. "Okay, but we stay close." "Deal?" she says, grinning. We wait for a quiet moment, then I set my music player by the register and pretend to clean a table. Izzy watches from her seat, her notebook ready. A man in a jacket walks in, glances at the player, but keeps going. My heart sinks, no clue there. The rest of my shift's busy, but we keep our eyes open. No blue-eyed man, no cap guy, just regular people. When we close, we walk home fast, checking behind us. The street's quiet and I don't feel watched tonight, which is weird but nice. At my house, Izzy checks every window while I lock the door. Nathan's driving by later just in case. We sit on my couch looking at my list. "We're missing something," I say. "The creaks, the men, the feeling, it's all connected." Izzy nods. "Maybe it's not about you. Maybe it's the shop or someone you know." I think about Greg, but he's too busy to be sneaky. Tomorrow, let's ask around. Maybe a customer saw something. "Good plan," Izzy says, yawning. She's staying over again and I'm glad. In bed, I hear a creak but tell myself it's the house. Izzy's here and I'm safe. I add to my list, tried trap. No luck. I'm frustrated, but I won't give up. I'm Sophie and I'm a detective. I close my eyes, dreaming of catching the shadow. I imagine the blue-eyed man, his kind smile, and wonder if he's part of this. With Izzy and Nathan, I'm stronger than this mystery. Tomorrow we'll try again, new traps, new questions. I drift off, feeling brave, ready for the next clue. This puzzle's tough, but I'm tougher. I'm going to find the truth and no shadow's going to stop me. I sleep soundly, knowing my team's got my back and the answer's closer than ever. Chapter 24. Liam. I'm parked 2 blocks from Sophie's house, watching her street in the early morning light. Kieran's been out for a few days, but he's still acting weird, sneaking around without telling me his plans. I know he's watching Sophie. I saw him in his alley spot yesterday, hoodie up, humming her songs. But he's keeping secrets and it's making me grumpy. I'm supposed to be his partner, not just a backup. Sophie's light flicks on upstairs and I know she's getting ready for work. Izzy's been with her a lot and they're like detectives now, setting traps to catch whoever's watching. I have to be extra sneaky because if they spot me, Kieran's whole plan, whatever it is, gets messed up. I start my car, moving to a spot near Tide and Anchor. I need to see her get to work safely. My phone buzzes. It's our helper friend checking on Kieran's status. I text back, saying he's fine but needs watching. I don't mention Sophie, that's Kieran's secret, not mine. I think about their childhood, how we stuck together through tough times. Kieran's always been the wild one, but this is different. Sophie's changed him and I need to know why. At the shop, Sophie and Izzy arrive, talking fast. Sophie's carrying her music player, and Izzy's got a notebook, probably full of detective notes. I sink low in my seat, watching them unlock the door. Customers come and go, but I'm focused on Sophie's face. She's nervous but brave, checking the street like she's hunting for clues. I admire her, but it makes my job harder. I think about confronting Kieran, demanding answers. Why Sophie? What's so special about her? But I know he won't tell me yet. He's too stubborn and she's too important to him. I decide to keep watching, gathering my own clues. Maybe Sophie's not just a girl. Maybe she's part of something bigger and Kieran knows it. As the shop gets busy, I move to a new spot, closer to the back door. I'll follow them home tonight, make sure they're safe. Izzy's sharp eyes are a problem, but I'm good at staying hidden. I hum one of Sophie's songs, one Kieran taught me, and it calms me down. I'm starting to get why he likes her. She's got a spark, like a puzzle you can't stop solving. The sun's high now and the shop's crowded. I watch Sophie smile at a kid and I feel a tug, like I'm starting to care about her too. That's dangerous. I'm supposed to be the calm one, not the one getting attached. I shake it off, focusing on my job. Kieran's counting on me and I won't let him down. As I wait, I think about tomorrow. I'll track Kieran down, make him talk. No more secrets. Sophie's safe for now, but this mystery's growing and I'm not sure where it's going. I glance at the shop, seeing Sophie laugh with Izzy. They're a team and I'm the outsider. But I'm not giving up. I'll keep watching, keep protecting until I understand what's really going on. This puzzle's got too many pieces and I'm determined to put them together for Kieran and for me. Chapter 25. Sophie. I'm at Tide and Anchor handing out drinks, but my detective brain's working overtime. Izzy's at the counter, her notebook open, sketching customers to look busy while she watches for clues. Our trap with my music player didn't work, but we're not giving up. The blue-eyed man hasn't come back and the cap guy's gone, but I still feel watched and I'm ready to catch whoever's out there. I lean over to Izzy, whispering, "Anyone suspicious?" She shakes her head, pointing at her sketch of an old lady. "Just regulars. But keep your music player out. We'll try again." I nod, setting it by the register. I'm nervous, it's my favorite thing, but we need a clue. I pretend to clean tables, watching everyone. A man in a red shirt glances at the player, but he grabs a juice and leaves. I sigh, adding to my list, "Try trap again." Nothing. This mystery's tough, but I'm tougher. Greg's in the back, arguing with a delivery guy, so I focus on customers. A kid drops a cup and I help clean it up, sneaking looks at the door. The watched feeling's lighter today, but it's still there, like a quiet hum. Izzy's eyes meet mine and she gives me a thumbs up. Having her here makes me feel like a real detective, ready to solve anything. At lunch, we sit in the office eating sandwiches. "What if we ask neighbors?" Izzy says. "Someone might have seen the cap guy near your house." "Good idea," I say. "Nathan can help tonight. He's good at talking to people." Izzy grins. "We're like a spy team. You, me, Nathan, nobody's beating us." I laugh, feeling braver. After lunch, we watch closer. No blue-eyed man, no cap guy, just people wanting snacks. When my shift ends, we lock up and walk home, trying our slow walk trap again. We giggle to look normal, but I check every shadow. Nobody follows and the street's quiet. I add to my list, no one followed. Feeling lighter. At home, Nathan's waiting and we tell him our plan. He agrees to ask neighbors about the cap guy tomorrow. Izzy checks my windows while I lock the door. We sit on my couch talking about the blue-eyed man. His smile wasn't scary, I say. But why's he familiar? Maybe you saw him before, Izzy says. Like at the shop months ago. I nod, writing, blue-eyed man, old customer? It's a clue and I'm excited. In bed, I hear a creak but tell myself it's the house. Izzy's here, Nathan's helping and I'm safe. I clutch my list, feeling strong. I'm Sophie and I'm cracking this case. I close my eyes, dreaming of catching the shadow with my team. I see the blue-eyed man, his kind smile, and wonder if he's a friend or a clue. Tomorrow we'll ask neighbors, try another trap, keep watching. I'm not scared anymore. I'm a detective and this mystery's mine to solve. I drift off, ready for the next clue, knowing I'm stronger than any shadow. My team's got my back and the truth's closer than ever. I sleep soundly, brave and determined, ready to face whatever's hiding out there. Chapter 26. Kieran. I'm crouched in my alley across from Tide and Anchor, watching Sophie through the window. She's stacking cups, her blonde hair bouncing, but her eyes keep checking the door. Izzy's there, scribbling in her notebook, and I know they're still playing detective. I'm proud of my friend for being so brave, but it makes my secret helper job trickier. I have to stay super sneaky, or they'll catch me before I'm ready. Last night, I checked Sophie's house after Izzy left. I didn't go inside, just peeked through the window to see her light on, her shadow moving. It calmed me knowing she was safe. Liam's been texting asking what I'm doing, but I keep it short, watching her. He's mad about my secrets, but this is about Sophie, not him. She's my special friend and I need to protect her my way. I hum her favorite song, the one she plays when she walks home. It's like she's with me even from across the street. A customer walks in and I watch closely. It's not the brown-eyed guy Liam mentioned, just a lady with a big bag. Sophie smiles, but her hands are shaky. She's nervous and it makes me want to run in and tell her I'm here. But I can't, not yet. I think about the night I stopped that mean guy following her. I got in trouble, but I'd do it again. Sophie's worth it. I pull out my drawing of her, her different colored eyes sparkling on the paper. She's why I'm so careful now, hiding in alleys, moving like a shadow. Liam thinks I'm crazy, but he doesn't know how her smile makes everything better. My phone buzzes, Liam again. Meet me tonight. We need to talk. I sigh, texting back, fine. After her shift. I'll meet him, but I'm not telling him everything. Sophie's my secret, and I'm keeping her safe until she's ready to know me. The shop's getting busy and Sophie's moving fast, Izzy watching like a hawk. I slip deeper into the alley, pulling my hoodie tighter. As Sophie locks up, Izzy walks with her, checking the street. I follow, quiet as a cat, staying far back. They're taking her new route and I know every turn. At her house, they go inside and I wait across the street, seeing their shadows in the window. Nathan's car drives by, probably checking for trouble. I smile. Sophie's got a good team, but I'm her best helper. I head to meet Liam, my heart still with Sophie. He's waiting at our spot, arms crossed, looking grumpy. What's with you and this girl? He asks. I shrug, saying she's special, but he's not happy. I promise to tell him more later just to keep him calm. As I walk home, I hum Sophie's song, picturing her safe in her house. I'm her secret helper and nothing's changing that. Tomorrow I'll be back in my alley watching, protecting. This mystery's hers to solve, but I'll make sure she's okay no matter what happens. Chapter 27. Sophie. I'm at the shop, pouring juice, but my detective eyes are everywhere. Izzy's at the counter, sketching customers, and Nathan's outside, asking neighbors about the cap guy. Our team's growing and I'm feeling braver than ever. My list is full of clues, creaks, the blue-eyed man, the cap guy, but we're still missing the big answer. Today I'm determined to find something new. I whisper to Izzy, any luck with your sketches? She shows me a drawing of a man with glasses. He looked at your music player too long, but he left. You. Nothing, I say, setting my player by the register for another trap. But Nathan might find something. Izzy nods, her eyes sharp. We tried our trap again yesterday, but nobody took the bait. I add to my list, trap failed. Waiting on Nathan. Greg's in the back counting snacks, so I watch customers. A lady with a hat, a kid with a balloon, nobody's suspicious. But the watched feeling's back, stronger today, like someone's hiding nearby. At lunch, Izzy and I eat in the office, planning. What if we check the alley across the street, she says. Maybe someone's hiding there. I shiver but agree. After work, when it's quiet, We'll be sneaky. Like spies, Izzy grins and I laugh. Having her and Nathan makes this mystery less scary. After lunch we watch closer. No blue-eyed man, no cap guy, just regular people. I keep thinking about that familiar smile, wondering where I've seen it. Maybe Izzy's right, maybe he's an old customer. When my shift ends we lock up and head to the alley. It's dark and narrow, full of boxes, but nobody's there. I add to my list, checked alley, empty. We walk home fast, Nathan meeting us halfway. He says a neighbor saw a man in a hoodie near my house, not the cap guy, but it's a clue. I write, hoodie man, new suspect. At home we lock everything and Nathan checks the street before leaving. Izzy stays over and we talk about the hoodie man. Maybe he's the blue-eyed guy, I say. Or someone else. We'll catch him, Izzy says, yawning. In bed I hear a creak but tell myself it's nothing. Izzy's here, Nathan's helping, and I'm safe. I clutch my list, feeling strong. I'm Sophie and I'm solving this mystery. I close my eyes, dreaming of chasing the hoodie man with my team. I see the blue-eyed man smile, kind but mysterious, and wonder if he's friend or foe. Tomorrow we'll watch the alley again, ask more neighbors, keep setting traps. I'm not scared, I'm a detective and this puzzle's mine to crack. I drift off, ready for the next clue, knowing I'm stronger than any shadow. My team's got my back and the truth's so close I can feel it. I sleep soundly, brave and determined, ready to face whatever's out there. Chapter 28. Liam. I'm parked near Sophie's house, watching her street as the sun rises. Kieran's been back for days but he's still sneaking around, not telling me his plans. I know he's watching Sophie. I caught him in his alley yesterday humming her songs, eyes glued to the shop. He's obsessed and it's driving me crazy. We're supposed to be a team but he's treating me like a sidekick and I'm done with it. Sophie's light flicks on and I know she's up. Izzy's probably with her, planning their next detective move. They're good, too good. I've had to change my spots twice to avoid Izzy's sharp eyes. I start my car heading to Tide and Anchor. My job's to keep Sophie safe, but I'm also watching Kieran. Something's off and I need to know what. At the shop, Sophie's already working, Izzy at the counter with her notebook. I park farther back, using binoculars to stay hidden. Sophie's checking the door, her music player on the counter like bait. They're setting traps and I'm the one they're trying to catch. I sigh, rubbing my eyes. This isn't what I signed up for when Kieran asked me to help. My phone buzzes, a text from our helper friend, saying everything's clear with Kieran's release. I text back, asking him to dig into Sophie's past. Maybe there's a clue about why Kieran's so protective. I think about our childhood, how we learned to trust only each other. Kieran's breaking that trust now, keeping secrets, and it hurts. But I won't let him down even if he's making it hard. Sophie serves a customer, her smile nervous but kind. I get why Kieran likes her, she's brave, stubborn like us. But why is she so special? I need answers and Kieran's not giving them. Tonight I'm confronting him, no excuses. I'll follow Sophie home, make sure she's safe, then track him down. He's meeting me later and this time I'm not letting him dodge. The shop gets busy and I move to a new spot closer to the back door. Sophie and Izzy are a team and I'm the outsider, but I'm good at staying invisible. I hum one of Sophie's songs, caught in my head from Kieran. It's weird how she's getting to me too. I shake it off, focusing on my plan. Follow Sophie, talk to Kieran, figure out this mystery. As the shop closes, Sophie and Izzy lock up, walking her new route. I follow, lights off, staying far back. They're checking shadows, giggling to hide their nerves. At Sophie's house, Nathan's car pulls up, and they all go inside. I park nearby, waiting. Kieran's probably out there watching too. I text him, meet me now. No reply, but I know he'll show. I drive to our spot, thinking about Sophie's different colored eyes, her detective spirit. She's more than a job now, she's a puzzle I need to solve. Kieran's hiding something big and I'm going to find out what. As I wait, I feel the mystery growing, pulling me in. I'm not just protecting Sophie for Kieran anymore. I'm in this for me too. Whatever's going on, I'm ready to face it and I won't stop until I know the truth. Chapter 29. Sophie. I'm at the shop, wiping tables, but my detective brain's on high alert. Izzy's at the counter, sketching, while Nathan's out talking to more neighbors about the hoodie man. Our team's stronger than ever and I'm not scared anymore, just determined. My list is packed with clues. Creaks, the blue-eyed man, the cap guy, the hoodie man. Today we're catching something, I can feel it. I whisper to Izzy, any new sketches? She shows me a man with a scarf. He stared at the door too long. You see anything? Not yet, I say, setting my music player out for our trap. I add to my list, scarf guy, suspicious. Greg's in the back yelling about a late order, so I watch customers. A lady with a dog, a kid with a kite. Nobody's weird. But the watched feeling's heavy, like someone's right outside hiding. Nathan texts Izzy, "Neighbor saw Hoodie Man again last night." My heart jumps. I write, "Hoodie Man back." Izzy and I exchange looks. She's thinking what I'm thinking. Tonight we're checking the alley again, maybe catching him. I'm nervous but excited, like a spy in a movie. At lunch we eat in the office, planning. What if we leave a note? Izzy says. Like, "We see you," and put it in the alley. I grin. That's bold. Let's do it after work. Super spies, Izzy says, and we laugh. After lunch we watch closer. No blue-eyed man, no scarf guy, just regulars. I keep thinking about that familiar smile, wondering if he's the Hoodie Man. When my shift ends we write a note, "We know you're watching." We sneak to the alley, tape it to a box, and hide nearby, waiting. Nobody comes, but the watched feeling's gone, like our note scared them. We giggle, feeling powerful, and walk home. Nathan meets us, saying another neighbor saw the Hoodie Man near the shop. I add, "Note in alley. Hoodie Man at shop." At home we lock everything and Nathan checks the street. Izzy stays over and we talk about our trap. It worked, Izzy says. They're scared now. Maybe, I say, but I'm still curious. Who's the Hoodie Man? Is he the blue-eyed man? In bed I hear a creak but tell myself it's the house. Izzy's here, Nathan's helping, and I'm safe. I clutch my list, feeling like a real detective. I'm Sophie and I'm cracking this case. I close my eyes, dreaming of finding the Hoodie Man with my team. I see the blue-eyed man's smile, kind but mysterious, and wonder if he's part of this. Tomorrow we'll check the alley for our note, ask more questions, keep being spies. I'm not giving up. This mystery's mine to solve. I drift off, ready for the next clue, knowing I'm stronger than any shadow. My team's got my back and the truth's so close I can taste it. I sleep soundly, brave and ready, determined to catch whoever's out there. Chapter 30. Kieran. I'm in my alley across from Tide and Anchor, my hoodie pulled tight, watching Sophie through the shop's window. She's handing out drinks, her blonde hair bouncing, but her eyes are sharp, scanning the room. Izzy's at the counter, flipping through her notebook, and I know they're still hunting for me. I'm proud of my friend for being so clever, but I have to stay hidden, keeping my promise to protect her. Last night I found their note in the alley, "We know you're watching." It made me laugh, Sophie's so brave. I took it down so they wouldn't know I was here. Liam's been nagging me to talk, but I'm not ready. Sophie's my secret, and I need to keep her safe my way. I hum her favorite song, the one she plays on her music player, and it makes me feel close to her. A man walks into the shop and I lean forward. He's got a hat, but he's not the brown-eyed guy Liam mentioned. Sophie gives him a soda and he leaves. I relax, my hand on my drawing of her, tucked in my pocket. Her different colored eyes are why I'm here, why I got in trouble stopping that mean guy. I'd do anything for her, even hide forever. My phone buzzes, Liam again. "Where are you? Talk now." I text back, "Later. Busy." He's mad, but I don't care. Sophie's locking up now, Izzy beside her, checking the street. I follow them, quiet as a shadow, to her house. They go inside and Nathan's car rolls by, watching. I smile. Sophie's got a great team, but I'm her best helper. I wait across the street, seeing their shadows in her window. She's safe tonight, but I need to check the alley tomorrow, make sure they don't leave more notes. I head home, humming her song, thinking about her smile. Liam's waiting at my place, arms crossed, looking like a grumpy bear. "What's with you and Sophie?" he asks, blocking the door. "She's special," I say, pushing past him. "You wouldn't get it." "Try me," he says, following me inside. "You're sneaking around and I'm stuck covering for you." I sigh, sitting on the couch. "She needs me, Liam. I'm her secret helper. That's all you need to know." He shakes his head. "You're gonna get caught. She's smart and Izzy's sharper. They're setting traps." I grin. "I'm sneakier. They won't catch me." Liam groans, sitting next to me. "I'm helping, but you owe me the truth. Soon." "Maybe," I say, but I'm not promising. Sophie's my secret and I'm keeping her that way. Liam leaves, still grumpy, and I pull out my drawing, tracing her eyes. Tomorrow I'll be back in my alley, watching, protecting. I lie in bed, humming her song, picturing her dancing to her music. I'm her helper and nothing's stopping me. I close my eyes, dreaming of her safe, knowing I'm the one keeping her that way. This mystery's hers, but I'll make sure she's okay no matter what. Chapter 31. Sophie. I'm at the shop, pouring juice, but my detective heart's pounding. Izzy's at the counter, sketching customers, and Nathan's outside, checking with neighbors about the hoodie man. Our note in the alley's gone, which means someone found it. We're so close to catching the shadow and I'm buzzing with excitement. My list is full of clues and today we're finding a big one. I lean over to Izzy whispering, "The note's gone. Someone was there." Her eyes light up. "That's huge. We need another trap." I nod, setting my music player by the register. I write on my list, "Note gone, hoodie man?" Greg's in the back, grumbling about boxes, so I watch customers. A man with a backpack, a lady with sunglasses, nobody's weird. But the watched feeling's back like someone staring from outside. I check the window, seeing only the busy street. Nathan texts, "Neighbor saw hoodie man near alley last night." I show Izzy and we grin. I add, "Hoodie man in alley." We're getting closer and it feels like a real adventure. At lunch we eat in the office planning. "Let's leave another note," I say. Something scarier like, "We're watching you back." Izzy laughs. "Perfect. Tonight in the alley." We finish lunch and watch closer. No blue-eyed man, no hoodie man, just regulars. I keep thinking about that familiar smile, wondering if he's our shadow. When my shift ends, we write a new note, "We're watching you back." We sneak to the alley, tape it to a box and hide nearby, holding our breath. Nobody comes, but I feel eyes on me. We walk home, giggling but checking shadows. Nathan meets us, saying he'll watch the alley tonight. At home, we lock everything and Izzy checks the windows. I add to my list, "New note in alley. Nathan watching." We talk about the hoodie man, wondering if he's the blue-eyed man or someone new. "We'll catch him," Izzy says, and I believe her. In bed, I hear a creak but tell myself it's the house. Izzy's here, Nathan's out there, and I'm safe. I clutch my list, feeling like a super spy. I'm Sophie and I'm solving this mystery. I close my eyes, dreaming of catching the hoodie man with my team. I see the blue-eyed man's smile, kind but puzzling, and wonder if he's helping or hiding. Tomorrow we'll check the alley, see if our note's gone, ask more neighbors. I'm not giving up. This puzzle's mine to crack. I drift off, ready for the next clue, knowing I'm stronger than any shadow. My team's got my back and the truth's almost here. I sleep soundly, brave and determined, ready to face whatever's out there. Chapter 32. Kieran. I'm back in my alley across from Tide and Anchor, my hoodie up, watching Sophie through the shop's window. She's wiping the counter, her eyes darting to the door, and Izzy's at her side, sketching in her notebook. Their new note in the alley, "We're watching you back," made me grin. They're so clever, but I'm sneakier. I took it down last night, keeping my secret helper role safe for my friend. I checked Sophie's house after they went to bed, just to be sure she was okay. Her light was off and I heard Izzy's soft snores through the window. It calmed me knowing they're a team. Liam's still mad, texting me to meet again, but I'm focused on Sophie. I reply, "Busy? Later." She's my priority and nobody's changing that. A customer walks in and I watch closely. It's a lady with a scarf, not the brown-eyed guy Liam's worried about. Sophie hands her a juice, smiling, but her hands shake a little. She's brave but nervous and it makes me want to protect her even more. I hum her favorite song, clutching my drawing of her in my pocket. Her different colored eyes are why I'm here, hiding, keeping her safe. Nathan's car drives by, probably checking the alley. I slip deeper into the shadows, staying invisible. Sophie's team is good, but I'm better. I think about the night I stopped that mean guy following her. I got in trouble, but I'd do it again. She's worth everything. My phone buzzes, Liam demanding answers. I ignore it, watching Sophie lock up with Izzy. They walk her new route and I follow, quiet as a mouse. They're giggling, checking shadows, but they don't see me. At Sophie's house, Nathan joins them and they go inside. I wait across the street, seeing their shadows in the window. She's safe, but I need to check the alley again tomorrow, make sure no more notes pop up. I head home, humming her song, feeling happy. Liam's at my place looking like a storm cloud. "You're gonna get caught, Kieran," he says, blocking the door. Sophie's close to figuring it out. "She won't," I say, grinning. "I'm her secret helper. She's not ready to know me yet." He groans. "I'm helping, but you're making it hard. Tell me why she's so special." I shrug, sitting on the couch. "She just is. You'll see one day." Liam shakes his head, leaving, and I pull out my drawing, tracing Sophie's eyes. Tomorrow I'll watch again, keeping her safe. I lie in bed, picturing her dancing to her music, knowing I'm the one protecting her. I close my eyes, dreaming of her smile, ready to stay her helper forever. This mystery's hers, but I'll make sure she's okay no matter what. Chapter 33. Sophie. I'm at the shop, pouring soda, but my detective brain's buzzing. Izzy's at the counter, sketching, and Nathan's outside, checking the alley for our note. It's gone again, which means the hoodie man was there. We're so close to catching him, and I'm not scared, just excited. My list is bursting with clues, and today we're solving this mystery for good. I whisper to Izzy, "Note's gone. He's back." She grins, showing me a sketch of a man with a hoodie. "Let's set a bigger trap tonight." I nod, placing my music player by the register. I write, "Note gone again, hoodie man." Greg's in the back, yelling about a delivery, so I watch customers. A kid with a hat, a lady with a bag. Nobody's suspicious. But the watched feeling strong, like someone's right outside. I check the window, seeing only the street. Nathan texts, "Hoodie man seen near shop last night." I show Izzy and we high-five. I add, "Hoodie man at shop." At lunch we plan in the office. "Let's hide in the alley after work," Izzy says. "Catch him when he takes the note." I agree, feeling like a super spy. After lunch we watch closer. No blue-eyed man, no hoodie man, just regulars. When my shift ends we write a new note, "Show yourself." We sneak to the alley, tape it up, and hide behind boxes, waiting. My heart's pounding, but Izzy's hand on mine keeps me brave. A shadow moves and we freeze. It's him, hoodie up, grabbing the note. I jump out, yelling, "Who are you?" He turns and I see blue eyes, kind and familiar. It's the blue-eyed man. He smiles, raising his hands. "I'm Kieran. I'm your friend, Sophie." I stare, confused. "Why were you watching me?" "I wanted to keep you safe," he says. "You're special." Izzy steps out, ready to fight, but Kieran's calm. Nathan runs up, and Kieran explains he stopped a mean guy following me weeks ago. I remember that night, feeling safe for no reason. It was him. I add to my list, hoodie man equals Kieran. Protecting me. We talk, and Kieran promises to stop hiding. He's nice, not scary, and his smile feels like home. Izzy and Nathan agree to trust him, but they'll watch him. At home we lock up and I feel lighter. I write, "Mystery solved. Kieran's my friend." In bed I don't hear creaks. I'm Sophie and I crack the case with my team. I close my eyes, dreaming of new adventures with Kieran, Izzy, and Nathan, knowing I'm safe and strong. Chapter 34. Kieran. I'm sitting on a bench outside, tied in anchor, not hiding for once. Sophie knows I'm her friend now, and it feels weird but good to be out in the open. She's inside, pouring juice, laughing with Izzy. I'm still her helper, but now she smiles at me through the window, and my heart does a happy flip. Liam's grumpy about me keeping secrets, but he's here too, parked nearby, watching us. Yesterday I told Sophie more about why I watched her. I said her different colored eyes and brave heart made me want to keep her safe. She hugged me and I felt like the luckiest guy ever. Izzy and Nathan are okay with me now, but they're still protective like big siblings. I don't mind, I'm just glad Sophie's my friend. I hum her favorite song, tapping my foot, waiting for her shift to end. A customer walks in and I peek through the window. It's a kid with a soccer ball, no trouble. Sophie hands him a soda and I relax. I don't have to hide anymore, but I still watch just in case. My drawing of Sophie's in my pocket and I touch it, remembering the alley days. Now I can talk to her, maybe even join her and Izzy for a walk. Liam walks over, sitting next to me. "You're different now," he says, squinting. "Happier." "She's my friend," I say, grinning. "You'd get it if you met her right." He sighs. "I'm meeting her tonight like you asked. But no more secrets, Kieran." "Promise," I say, but I'm still keeping some stuff just for me and Sophie. Her shift ends and she waves me inside. Izzy's packing her notebook, giving me a look that says she's watching. Sophie grabs her music player, smiling. "Wanna walk with us?" she asks. "Sure," I say, bouncing up. We head out, Izzy on one side, me on the other. Sophie's humming and I join in, making her laugh. Nathan's meeting us at her house and Liam's following in his car. It's like we're a big team now, and I'm not the secret helper anymore. I'm part of the group. We take Sophie's new route and she tells me about her detective list. "You were a tough mystery," she says, poking my arm. I laugh, feeling warm. At her house, Nathan's waiting and Liam pulls up. Sophie invites everyone in and we sit in her living room eating cookies Izzy brought. Liam's quiet but nice and Sophie's eyes sparkle as she talks. I look at her, knowing I'll always protect her, even if she doesn't need it as much now. She's strong and her team's awesome. I pull out my drawing, showing it to her. "That's me," she says, amazed. I blush, happy she likes it. As we talk, I feel like I'm home. Tomorrow I'll visit the shop again, maybe help Sophie with something new. I'm her friend, not just her helper, and that's the best adventure yet. Chapter 35. Sophie. I'm at Tide and Anchor, stacking cups, but I'm smiling bigger than ever. Kieran's outside, sitting on a bench, not hiding anymore. He's my friend now, and knowing he was protecting me makes me feel safe and happy. Izzy's at the counter, sketching, and Nathan's coming by later. My detective list is done, but I'm ready for new adventures with my team. I hand a customer a juice, waving at Kieran through the window. He waves back, his blue eyes bright. Yesterday he told me why he watched me, my eyes, my bravery, and I hugged him tight. Izzy's still watching him, but she likes him now. I set my music player by the register, not for a trap, just because I'm happy. I write in my notebook, Kieran's my friend. Team's bigger. Greg's in the back, grumbling about napkins, so I watch customers. A lady with a baby, a man with a book, nobody's suspicious. The watched feeling's gone and I feel light, like I can do anything. Izzy shows me a sketch of Kieran and we giggle. He's nice, she says, and I nod, blushing a little. At lunch we eat in the office talking about Kieran. He's like a puppy, Izzy says. Always following you. A good puppy, I say, laughing. Nathan texts he'll meet us after work and Liam's coming too. I'm excited, my team's growing and Kieran's part of it. After lunch I hum my favorite song and Kieran hums along outside. It's like we're connected and it makes me happy. When my shift ends I grab my music player and head out with Izzy. Kieran joins us, bouncing like a kid. Can I carry something? He asks and I hand him my bag, giggling. We walk my new route, Nathan meeting us halfway. Liam's behind in his car and I wave at him. At my house we all go inside, eating snacks and talking. Kieran shows me his drawing again and I love how he sees me. Liam's quieter but smiles when I thank him for helping Kieran. Izzy and Nathan plan a picnic for tomorrow and Kieran's invited. I write, big team now. Picnic soon. In the living room we laugh and I feel like I'm in an adventure book, but better. As everyone leaves, Kieran stays a minute. I'm glad we're friends, he says, shy. Me too, I say, hugging him. Alone I lock up, feeling safe. No creaks, no shadows, just happiness. In bed I think about my team, Kieran, Izzy, Nathan, Liam. We solved the mystery and now we're starting something new. I close my eyes, dreaming of picnics and laughter, knowing I'm strong with my friends. Tomorrow I'll work, then plan our picnic, maybe teach Kieran a new song. I'm Sophie and this is my best adventure yet. I sleep soundly, ready for whatever comes next.